Hello everyone, my name is Dave from selfmadebusinessman.com and I'm going to show you a little bit about Triberr today. I've been on Triberr for a little over 2 weeks and I've managed to get a 6 million reach, part of 13 tribes, over 500 tribe mates, and I've only got Twitter following of about 100. So if I can do it, I think it means just about anybody can do it. So the first step about getting a large reach in Triberr is to understand how to join tribes. You have to obviously search for the right tribes and join them. So I'll give you some tips on how to find the right tribe to join. Obviously you want to look for tribes that are in your niche. So for example, I'm in the business and entrepreneurship niche, so I look for a lot of blogs that are about business, blogging, entrepreneurs, internet business. A few things you might notice with these tribes that I've joined and am a member of. The first is that they all have a pretty large reach. So when I'm looking for a tribe to join, I look for one with a reach of at least 100,000 or maybe even a couple 100,000. There are obviously some exceptions here like this one, but I can tell you that was a group that I was invited to. I never turned down an invitation, it's just more exposure. Secondly, a group that could be good to join is one that has all members and no followers. That means that the chief is very liberal in promoting, and it's likely that if you follow that group that you'll get promoted to member. Remember that being promoted to member is the only way to have your post shared in the group. So you can see there's several groups here that are made up of only members and no followers. Now once you've selected a few groups to join, you have to be active within that group as well. So let's say I'm a member of this group, Grow Global. I'll take a look at the activity, which shows me all the posts here. And what you can do is simply you take a look around, look for a title that seems like it could be interesting for your readers, and then you can click on the post, and then you can read it within Triberr. You give it a read, and then if you like it, you can tweet it, and that's how you stay active within a group. Leaving comments is also a great way to stand out. As you can see, people don't comment that much on Triberr, so if you do, you'll really stand out. And then, you know, a combination of all these things is generally how you get promoted from follower to member, and you expand your reach that way. Now, if you really want to have a large reach, you're going to have to join a lot of tribes. When I first started, I probably joined about 20 relevant tribes. I requested membership right away, and I probably was accepted to be a member by about 5 of them. And then after a week of sharing people's stuff and being active, I got promoted to another five or so. And now I'm up to about 13 tribes because I got a few invites. Now the next part I want to show you is about creating your own tribes, because joining tribes is great because there's pretty much an unlimited number of tribes you can join, but if you really want to have control over your tribes, you're going to want to be able to create them. So as you can see, I've created 2 tribes right here. One is for entrepreneurs, the other is for internet business, and they each have a pretty large reach, especially relative to the number of members. So creating a tribe is easy. You just go here, you click new tribe, and you fill out all the information that's necessary. I'm not sure if there's a limit on how many tribes you can create, but I know that you can at least do 2. So this is one of my tribes right here. It's for entrepreneurs online, for people who run or aspire to run a business online. And when I create this group, I'm looking for people who I can invite. And you don't just want to invite anybody. You want to invite people that are active on Triberr. So if you look at the Triberr group and you look at everyone who's involved, you'll see a lot of people who probably haven't been around. They haven't been on Triberr for months at a time and haven't shared anything for months. Whereas if you take a look at this group that I'm in right here, you'll see that pretty much everyone has been logging in the last few hours or the last few days, and they've been sharing pretty frequently as well. And this is how you create like a really good group, filled with people who are really active and want to share. So when I look to about who to invite to my group, I take a look at when was the last time they logged on and when was the last time they shared. And ideally, it's within the last 2 weeks. Additionally, of course, I look for people that have a large Twitter following. So for example, I saw this guy from another group, and he's got about 4,000 Twitter followers. So I said, hey, this guy could be a really good guy to invite. He'd be great for my group. Additionally, he's the chief of several other tribes that I was interested in joining, so I invited him to mine, and then he in turn invited me to his. And this is where the real power of of creating your own group is, because you can start to leverage the fact that you have this group that people want to be a part of in order to then get invited to their groups as well. So I created these two tribes on entrepreneurship and internet marketing, and I just started inviting lots of members. You can see I invited about 15 members here and 21 members here. And as the group starts to form and it starts to kind of get a following, you start to see that people will join as followers. And I always think it's good to not max out your membership. You'll see that the membership is usually around 30 as a maximum, unless people have some sort of a premium account. And this gives followers something to sort of aspire to. It gives them a reason to join the group and to share, because they're going to want to potentially to get promoted to member. And as the chief, there's a good chance that they're going to be sharing your stuff as well. So as you can see, joining lots of groups, being active with them, making sure you're picking the right groups, ones that have all members or in a really large reach, as well as creating tribes of your own and connecting with the chief, staying active in the comments and looking for people who are very active and sharing is really a great way to boost your Twitter following in your reach. You can see, if you take a look at some of the stats on my recent posts, this one has been shared by, let's see, it's been clicked 16 times. That means 16 people have read it. It's been shared by all these people on Twitter. This guy, Stuart Davidson, who most recently shared it, he's got 7,500 followers, so it's really great for getting that exposure. I see that a couple people this post has about 5 comments. If we take a look at this one as well, it's been clicked 55 times, and it's been shared almost 20. So all this stuff is free tweets, getting great traffic to my posts. It's relatively passive because it connects to your RSS feed. So it's just about kind of building the relationships, joining the right tribes, connecting with the right individuals. And if you do that well, it's very possible to get a reach of about 6 million, which is really quite high. You don't see too many people with much higher in this short of a time with this few of Twitter followers. I was looking at a list of the top 100 Triberr bloggers the other day, and I think number 100 was 25 million. So as you can see, I'm about one order of magnitude away from being in the top 100 on the whole platform. So anyways, join Triberr. Take a look at my tribes, follow them, and hopefully I'll see you on selfmadebusinessman.com.